All right, guys. Hey, welcome. It's Kylene and Kelly doing another version of Community Connect with Kylene and Kelly. Today,
great.
I screw that up every single time. Today, we have Eleanor Saunders with us from Echo, and they are doing awesome work. Hello, Ellen. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Hi.
We're so glad to have you. So basically what we're wanting is just really quick, if you can tell us a little bit about Echo and what they do for the community. I know most people in our area know about it, but there may be a few that don't. So maybe start there.
Okay. So Echo's been around for 33 years. We are the epitome of a grassroots organization, and we provide emergency food, clothing, and back to work programs. I emphasize back to work programs because unemployment and underemployment is the #1 leading cause of hunger in our nation. So if you really want to end hunger, you have to address underemployment. And so that's a big part of our mission at Echo. So that's what we do in a nutshell.
That's awesome. How long did you say you guys have been around?
Since 1987. So for the last 33
You
years.
guys are pretty new at this then.
Yeah, right.
Babies. You had been telling Kelly and I, but what days of the week are you guys open? What are your hours during those times, and what services are you providing during those hours?
So usually we're rocking and rolling 5 days a week. We have 150 weekly volunteers that help us execute the mission. The majority of them are retirement age, and so we sent them home over 3 weeks ago. We also scaled back all of our programming to only be emergency food distribution. That is the greatest need right now. And so we are open for emergency food distribution every Wednesday and Friday from 9 to 1 in both Riverview and Brandon.
Okay. And what does that mean? Like, what can people come and receive, or what is it that you need?
So it's been really challenging, I'll be honest. Our largest food drive of the year was postponed. We have a second large food drive that was also postponed. Our largest fundraiser of the year was postponed. These were all hitting in March and May.
Yeah.
So we are distributing food out of our existing inventory. And if all goes as planned, that's a big if, we should be able to last another 4 weeks. What we're doing is we're distributing non-perishable food boxes. It's based on family size. And so a family will literally drive by. They'll stand 6 feet away and say, we ask them what zip code and how many in their family. We get together all the food bags, put them on the table, back up, and then the family comes and takes what they need. Families are welcome to visit us up to once a week. So that's what we're doing.
So only four more weeks of dedicated stock is what you have left?
Yes. So as soon as the beautiful thing about our community though, is it's so incredibly generous. I've never lived in a community like this community before. I've lived all over the place, and this greater Brandon community, unincorporated Hillsborough, blows me away on a regular basis. Like last week, we were distributing out one door and receiving food donations in another. So between just 2 churches, Centerpoint Church and The Crossing, we got over 2,000 pounds of food.
That's awesome.
So we're literally unloading that food and putting it into bags. And that's been really cool to see how as soon as we think like, oh no, this is getting a little crazy, more food comes in. So that's been really awesome to be honest.
That's a huge blessing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's really awesome.
So what type of food can, if people are watching this and they're like, I want to help, what can I do to help? What type of food can they deliver, and where can they drop that off to?
Okay, so it can be dropped off at either one of our locations. We're there Monday and Wednesdays, 9 to 4. In Riverview, we're located right off of Riverview Drive on Capitano Street at the corner of Capitano and Riverview. Riverview Drive, it's right behind Riverview Elementary. And in Brandon, we're located at 507 North Parsons at the corner of Clay and Parsons. So even though our distribution ends at 1, our staff is there until 4 every Wednesday and Friday. So we welcome donations between those times. What is most needed is anything you can think of that would provide a meal for somebody that's trying to feed 3 kids. canned pasta like ravioli and SpaghettiOs, whatever, peanut butter, canned meat, tuna, chicken, that kind of thing. And then we cannot do large food purchases right now. And so like bags of potatoes, eggs, sliced cheese, butter. These are the kind of things that we usually distribute that we just haven't been able to buy in bulk right now. And so like the Brandon Rotary right now is trying to work on trying to get us, if all their members will just go buy a bag of 5-pound potatoes, that would help immensely. You know, you can do a lot with a bag of potatoes if you're trying to feed 3 kids.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that we are most in need.
Okay. What about volunteers? Are you guys okay with staff? Are you looking for volunteers as well?
Our staff is rock stars. There's only 10 of us total. 2 of us are in the back office. Like I've been trying to write a lot of grants. And so there's 8 of them right now on the front lines. And then we have about 4 to 6 volunteers that have been like, please let us help. We're going crazy, and they're helping us. And so right now we're getting by with that. We're trying to keep the number of staff and volunteers at a minimum just because of the social distancing requirements.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Eleanor, can you share, I don't know if you maybe had already said this and I just missed it, but how many families on average are you serving per week at each location?
I'll just tell you what happened to us last Friday. So on a typical day at the beginning of April, we would serve 30 to 40 people, individuals, emergency food. April is always our slowest month of the year. People get their tax checks. They're trying to save their visits until, you know, July rolls around. They need help with back to school. So on average, it's like 30 to 40. Like April is by far so slow. It's crazy. Last Friday, we served 318.
Oh my goodness.
So do the math, right? Typical average served first couple weeks of April would be 30 individuals, and now we're serving 318 individuals. It's crazy. And it's people who have never had to ask for help before. It's people who have never darkened the doors of a food pantry. Like, you know, they come up and they're like, I'm sorry, I don't know how this works. We're like, don't worry about it. We got you. They start crying when they see how much food they're getting. It's new territory that we're finding ourselves in. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for what you guys are doing for our community. And I hope the people out there that are listening, if there is a need, you should go visit them. Don't, you know, pride aside, hunger's got to be met, and Echo's here to help you guys.
Exactly. And just to keep in mind, like, we're in your community. Like, we're a smaller nonprofit, so we don't get as much pub, but the need is great, and it's right around your corner. And so, yes, we would love the help. And then to end on good news.
Yes.
Good news is, like, we're here, and we're neighbors helping neighbors, and we have enough right now. As of today, we have enough, and we're just really blessed and happy that we get to do that. So that's a good thing.
Right. So, yeah. So, again, if there's a need, go see them. If you have extra, bring it. Bring the potatoes, eggs, butter. You heard everything that Eleanor just talked about. Bring that stuff to them. It's awesome that the story of you bringing in one door and right out the back door.
Go right out the other door, we promise. Yeah.
But yeah, so guys, get in there and help them out. It's our community, and we want to help any way we can. So thank you, Eleanor, for coming on and doing this.
Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I really, really appreciate it.
No, we were so thankful that you agreed to it. So we're going to do our best to get as many people to bring stuff to you because we think that this is hugely important. So
awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.